Welcome to the Job Docket Layout Designer walkthrough. In this session I'm going to show you how to create and edit a job docket or proof of delivery docket. So first of all we should start off by making sure that the unallocated booking or any of the dispatch screens are being displayed. If your dispatch screen is not being displayed, click on Operations and click on Dispatch. The dispatch screen will come up. And also make sure that you can see your job ticket up here. The default is this yellow job ticket. Then select a grey area here, right click and click on Layouts. If you already have a job docket set on your system, it will appear here. If not, click on Design a new layout. The layout wizard will start. Click Next, click Create a new layout and select Job Docket ComNote. Click Next. It will ask you which one you want to base it on. I suggest you select the first one, Dispatch Note Default. Click Next, and you now have an opportunity of entering a title. So my job docket. Click Next. You can then summarize the settings, then click Finished, and the Job Docket Designer will appear on the screen. Now I'll just briefly go through with you how you can change these settings. For example, if we wanted to change the font of the company name here, just click on it and you'll see that it turns red. Then right click, click on Font. I'll just drag the font box into focus, and then we can change the font to, for example, 24 and click OK. And when you click off the box, you'll see that the font will actually change. Let's just change that again. Okay, and you can see that it changes. So let's just change that back to a realistic size. We'll change it to 22. So that's how you can change the appearance of some of these settings. If you wish to move something around, you can just click on it. For example, if I wanted to move this box, click on it and then just drag with the mouse, and you can drag it about the screen. If you want to drag the contents of a box, what I suggest you do is click just off the box and highlight all the items so you can see they've all turned red, and then you can move one of them and they will all follow. So for example, if I move this deliver to, it will follow. All the items that I've highlighted will follow. So if I want to add some information, or if I want to delete, for example, if I wanted to delete the information that I've got here, I can just click on each individual item, right click and click delete, or just click on each item and press delete. Or again, I can highlight all of them by clicking off the item and dragging a box over all of them and then press delete. That will get rid of all the items that are highlighted. So if I want to add something to this box, to this layout, I can click on Options, I can click on Show Variables, and this will show me my variable list. I can click here on, you've got various items that you can add. So if I click here on details of booking, for example, if I wanted to add ask for, I can just click on here, drag it over here and release it. And now whenever you enter anything in the ask for field on the dispatch note on the booking screen, it will appear in this box here. Obviously if you haven't got anything in the ask for field, nothing will appear. So you might want to add a title. So if you wanted to add a title to that, we can come down here, close this box down, then click on Shapes Text Graphic down here, and then Text Short Single Line. So just click on that, hold the mouse down, drag it over here. It'll give you an opportunity of entering something. So I can put in name at collection, for example, and click OK, and you can see that that will now appear here. We can change the appearance, so we can highlight it in red, right click, come down to font, and then we can just change the font to, for example, bold 10, and it will appear as such. We can just move it around, so click on it so it turns red, and then just drag it along a little bit, drag it down. Personally, I prefer to use the cursor keys, so click on the item and then you can just use left and right, up and down cursor keys to move it. You can move it much more accurately. Or you can use Control and up arrow and Control and down arrow to move it in big jumps on the screen. Personally, I prefer that. So once you've finished designing your job docket, you can click on Options and View, and the system will use the very first job that's on the system. We can click Preview, and I'll just bring that into focus, and you can see that this is the actual real job docket that would appear. Now we've got nothing in the Ask For field, so nothing has appeared here on the job docket. So once you've finished editing your job docket, let me just show you before we close it down how to add a logo. If you wanted to add a logo, we click on your Shapes, Text and Graphics here and drag this onto the screen, and it will ask you for your logo. I'll double click on my demo logo here, and now we can have a demonstration logo here. And I can use Shift and down arrow to make the box a little bit bigger, Control and up arrow to move it up, Shift and down arrow to make it bigger. Then we can right click on it and click on our print email options and decide when we want this logo to appear. So if we're emailing the docket, we might not want the logo to appear. If we're printing the docket, we might not want the logo to appear. So you can choose whichever option you want. So once you've done your logos, changed your formats, you can click on File and then Exit. It'll ask you if you want to save your changes, say yes, give you an option of giving your docket a name, click OK, and now that docket will be used. So if I right click on here, click on Job Ticket and Print, and I preview it and drag it onto the screen here, you can see that this is actually the job ticket that we've been messing around with earlier. So that's how you edit, change your job ticket layouts. Because we've now got a job ticket, if I right click on here and click on layouts, you'll see that if I click on edit a layout, it will just edit the default layout that we've already had on the system. Hope that's been useful for you. Make sure you check out our other videos on our channel.